Hello, D-Gens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes. I, of course, am the Brofict one, AJ, here today with some interesting news, I guess you could say, surrounding the Liv Golf League. Cameron Percy, Australian golfer, comes out and, quote, saying about Cam Smith and Mark Leishman to Liv, saying, unfortunately, yeah, they're gone. Whoa, that's some interesting talk, especially since no one's been signed yet and no one's really said anything about it. Liv hasn't come out and said anything about it. Cam Smith hasn't come out and said anything about it. Mark Leishman hasn't come out and said anything about it. And, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Cam Smith was reportedly in talks back when he won his last tournament. And now he's going into the FedEx Cup as a pretty heavy, not a heavy favorite, but he's plus 1,600 to win at St. Jude's. I mean, Cam Smith is one of those young names that really is on top of the golf world right now and doing extremely well, and is one of those young names for the PGA that they would like to keep around for a while, as, you know, the field is getting older, and with Liv Golf now trying to do whatever they can to get younger talent in, I mean, it's going to be one of those things where what happens if he wins? Have we thought about that? What happens if he wins and wins $18 million from the PGA and then goes off to Liv for $125 million? Or however many million. I mean, let's be real. He's going to end up making a shit ton more money when he goes to Liv. But is he actually going to go to Liv? I'm not really sure. I'm really not sure. I understand Cameron Percy. He might have a really good relationship with these guys. But at the same time, I just can't see it. I don't know why I can't see it. But Cam Smith, he's doing so well in the PGA. And that's the thing about all these Liv golfers and the people who have moved and haven't moved. The people that are doing really well in the PGA are staying in the PGA. The people who are struggling to make the cut and not doing the best right now are going to Liv. And that is no disrespect to, DeChambeau, Mickelson, DJ, the Koepkas. That's no disrespect to their legacy or anything like that. But if you look before Liv Golf came up, they weren't doing really too hot. DeChambeau, the heat on him has died down. I mean, it's fun to see a guy drive the ball a couple hundred yards, but besides that, he's got no short game. Koepka, I cannot remember the last time he won. Phil Mickelson, I can't remember the last time he was somewhat relevant. And now you got a guy like Cam Smith who really could step in and bring some legitimacy to Liv Golf, honest to God. Because if you have one of those young guys that can play consistently and do well, a big name that can do well, that's going to bring some more prestige to your tour, let's say, because you got DJ, who's one of the bigger names, who is he's making top fives and he's performing well, but with the Mickelsons, the Chambeaus, the Koepkas, they have not been doing too hot. Koepka might have gotten top 10 in Bedminster, but it's just overall not been impressive for the big names that Liv. And so adding a guy like Cam Smith, who's at the top of his game, performing extremely well, would be huge for Liv and a huge blow to the PGA. Now, will the PGA try to do some shit like they are right now with other Liv golfers trying to play in the FedEx Cup? Who knows? Who knows? They might try to pull some contractual thing and keep them there. Or they could pay him. They could pay Cam Smith a little extra money, Yes, he'll get a top 10 bonus, and yes, he'll do all of this. And from all of his greatness throughout this, last season and everything. But, he's a young guy. And as a 25-year-old, I don't know what I would say if anyone offered me $125 million. I really don't know. And I don't think anyone does, because no one's really been in that situation except for these guys. And again, it's nothing really. I can't shame them for taking the money and doing what they got to do. It's part of the gig. It's part of being an athlete and taking care of your family and everything. But Cam Smith is he's so young and he's so talented. He could go on to have an incredible legacy in the PGA. And I guess that's really where the conversation goes to. What's more important to some of these guys? Is it the legacy? Is it the money? I mean, you can still go on, I guess, and have an incredible career on the Liv, make a lot of money, and then eventually those, events will get some prestige and everything like that. They'll have a championship and stuff. And so, I see it. You know what I mean? It could be there, especially with an addition like Cam Smith and the roster they already have. But the PGA, the legacy's already built in. The legacy's already built in. You win a Players, you win a FedEx Cup, you win the Tiger Woods, Arnold Palmer Invitational. I mean, that's just built-in prestige, built-in legacy that you can't get at the Liv. Not yet, at least. And, and maybe in 5 years we're having a different conversation about that. But right now, it's hard to see if I'm taking this quote for what it is. It's, a buddy who probably has been talking to them. Maybe it was a couple drinks too many at the bar. Who knows? I'm not taking this. I'm taking this as a grain of salt. Truly, I don't see this going. I'm not gonna, put my flag down and say, yep, Cam Smith is definitely going to live, because, I'm not gonna be Adam Schefter and be wrong about shit I don't know. It would be a big hit to the PGA. They'll be fine, though. It's going to be interesting to see how they continue to adapt, as they already made changes to the tour schedule, added more money, et cetera, but really missing that one thing, and that's paying their employees, the golfers. Yes, paying them a salary and, guaranteed money at some point. So we'll see what happens with Cam Smith as this whole live golf thing continues to go awry. We should have a ruling on the temporary restraining order for a couple guys to play this weekend in the FedEx Cup. We'll see at St. Jude's. We'll see how that goes, as the PGA is countersuing it. It's a whole mess. The PGA and LIV is a whole mess, but hey, we'll figure it out. And the only place to really get the best LIV golf news is here at Degenerate Takes. So go ahead, like, share, and subscribe down below. Follow us on the Twitter at DGenTakes, at Brofict1, and my boy Noah at Engel Money Train for all the best sports bets of the day. And yeah, we got merch, so go ahead, check that out too. But till next time, we'll continue to follow this Cam Smith story and all things LIV. But till then, I've been the Brofict1 AJ, and we'll see you next time on Degenerate Take.